Why don't rock the people blue? Entertainment is a form of enjoyment.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
Victorious 89.1 WAKP. Your unity in the community station.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the Powerhouse radio station are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show, found on the Powerhouse radio station, can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or conditions. Opinions stated by various contributors to the Powerhouse Radio and its programming are not to be considered as endorsed by the Powerhouse Radio station. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusion. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind.
One volunteer full range of products embodies fundamental nutrients necessary to maintain beautiful and healthy hair care without having to combine an assortment of hair care products. The one by one care products are designed to rejuvenate, moisturize, create shine, fortify, and stimulate hair growth while leaving your hair feeling weightless and luxurious. Be sure to visit our website at www.onebywankaya.com and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at One by One Kia. Let's get your healthy hair care journey started today. The Hinkson Firm's mission is to provide superior legal service in the areas of family law, child welfare law, general legal services, and mediation by keeping convenience of the clients at the forefront. The Hinkson Firm's goal is to eliminate the stress of an already intense situation in your life by coming directly to your workplace and or a location close to your home for consultation, meetings, and mediation. The Hinkson firm customized legal attention based on the needs of each client while treating every client with the dignity and respect they deserve, while fighting strongly and fiercely for justice and their legal rights. The Hinkson firm can be reached at 470-499-4704.
Well, greetings, and a welcome. Welcome. It is a Thursday. Reasoning Thursdays, each and every Thursdays, right here with yours truly, Lady D, Queen, Darespecta on the lines. Massive shout outs to each and every one. Want to thank for each and every one for tuning in. And for those who received the links, definitely share. Trying to build this YouTube channel. So also invite you all to going over to our YouTube channel, like, subscribe, get notified. It's all about the DA Powerhouse Radio, and you can check us out via DAW Powerhouse Radio at DAWPowerhouseradio.com in TuneIn apps, and also you can check us out on 667-930-9036. Yeah, getting tongue twisted and all of these things. How you all are doing? Hoping you're fantabulously fabulous. So, and myself, once again, Lady D, respect to Queen, is on the line and just welcoming each and everyone. Well, we have some hot reasoning that we're going to be diving into. But before we get into that, I want to invite you all, listen to all the fantabulous programmings on the Powerhouse Radio. Check out Let's Gripe on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. up until the 8 o'clock hour. And do check out the Lady D show each and every Saturdays from 12 p.m. up until the 4 o'clock hour with all your news, views, interviews, and good music, soca, some R&B, some dancehall, and some good old school music. That's how we do it right here each and every Saturdays for the Lady D Show. Let's gripe with Tonya, Marcus, and McKenna. And what you're doing right now, listening to Reasoning Thursdays, each and every Thursdays from 8 p.m., I guess, until we say when. How about that? Well, let's say hi to our other hosts on the line. Big up yourself, Queen. How you doing?
Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love, love everyone.
All right. Well, Queen says love. What you're talking about with the respecter?
Every time, love, love, love. Peace on top of love.
Love is definitely the key. Well, folks, we're going to be talking about Trump and election. Just a real snippet of him. Queen says 3 strikes. Is he really out? I don't know
Easy,
about I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Africa,
I'm, 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 I'm
oh,
hoping.
man, I'm telling you, oh, Mama Africa is on our list. All right, so definitely keep it locked. We want to talk about what's going on in Africa right now. Just a little snippets as well. ISAT Buchanan, is it a distraction? Is all that's going on? Is it really a distraction, or is just something with spell sense? Right? We're gonna talk about that as well. Well, vagina. They said use it or lose it, ladies. And a narcissist. Hmm. Are you one? Are you a narcissist? We're going to be reasoning on that. And is there really another life form? Someone told me this afternoon that, Lady D, you need to tell your listeners and all of them, stop calling them aliens. They're called another life form. So be careful on that. So we're going to talk about that because there's a scientist out there who's claiming that we will know in a few days if he says aliens, we're going to say another life form really exists. Yeah, we're going to touch that too. We're going to touch that too. So keep it locked right here because it's all about Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursday. Bless up yourself, Donna. How are you doing? Donna says, good evening to all. Blessings, Donna.
Hey,
Donna,
Donna.
It's Dana Dana.
when we touch that subject, we're definitely gonna have you. We're gonna need you to call in because yeah, we have some questions. And what's your thought as to what the scientist is saying or claiming? All right, so we're gonna talk about that. But as we kick it off, we're gonna kick it off with because this is a subject, I guess, that's so near and dear to one of our panels. Narcissist, are you one? Are you a narcissist? Uh, the respecter.
Well, you know what I'm now? A narcissist is not gonna admit it. He he or she, they're not gonna admit it. You know them fixing in them brain say they're more clever than you. So so the dirt that they do, once you start notice and find them out, then quickly turn things around for you.
you
And
know,
them tell mother, father, sister, and brother, even co-worker them can. So yeah, abuse them.
okay.
Yeah, them start call you narcissist.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. They start to tell they start saying that you're a narcissist. You know,
It's a reversal, you know?
okay. Well,
Them
I took
think
the liberty of getting
right.
some explanation or some definition to
Yeah.
the narcissist. They have 10 symptoms that you know that you're a narcissist, okay? They says lacking empathy. So it says the vast majority of us are able to understand how others are feeling. Then we will generally act accordingly, reassuring people and offering sympathy if they are sad. Well, for the narcissist, though, empathy does not come so easily. Even if you are having a terrible day, the narcissist is unlikely to sympathize. They understand why you are sad. Right? So that's one, and it goes on and it goes on a little bit more about
self self-centered. So, I mean,
yeah.
fully righteous. I mean, it's
So the
goes
second,
on and on, go on and
so the second one is
on.
conversation huggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they do not take blame. They do not say I'm sorry. They don't apologize.
Listen, narcissists often want to dominate the conversations,
Yeah.
and they often want the conversation to be about their favorite subject themselves. They love to tell you all about their achievements and they give little to no opportunity to talk about anything else. They will also have no problem with interrupting a conversation and change it to their likings.
Oh God.
Move,
So,
move,
are
move
you,
on.
any one of you a narcissist?
Yeah, hear me? Move
Yeah,
on, go ahead. Yeah, hear that.
that's what this. Number three, I'm not going to do all 10, I'm only going to do five. Self importance. The narcissists often feel as though they are the most important person in the room. They will feel as though their contributions are vital and that others simply will not be able to manage without them. They are happy to let others know of their perceived importance and expect others to fall in line.
Not me.
All right, I heard that. Okay. Tell me how Queen the mic sound now because I turned it down and I'm hoping my mic sound loud enough right now. Let me give you all two more and then we're gonna ask why this was such a
A
important
major topic.
why it's a major topic.
Mm-mm.
Four, false image projection. The narcissist feels it is important to always give others the impression that they are highly successful. They feel the need to be seen in expensive cars and will often only consider living in highbrow addresses. Their clothes have to be brand name designs. They have to go to the best hairdressers and they have to let people know about all about it. Are you a narcissist? All
Uh,
right. Next, last one, five. Rule breaking. Narcissists tend to think that they are above normal people, and this includes the rules that others are expected to adhere to. This includes social rules such as queuing and waiting for your turn, as the narcissists seem to think such rules are in place only to other people to abide by. All right. Are you a narcissist? So, number six is they strive for perfection. And number seven is charming. They're very charming people. And number eight, they are manipulations. They are manipulators. All right. Ooh, that one is serious there.
yeah,
Number nine, they desire for control. I
Mm,
see. I serious here.
a serious, serious thing.
Next, the last
mm,
one they have here is blame. And I'm going to read that. When everything is going well, the narcissist is more than happy to take the plaudits. Everything is going well because of them and only them, and things would be quite different without them. Jesus.
mm,
All day.
When things are not going quite so well, though, then the narcissist is somehow no longer responsible. A narcissist patient doesn't tolerate criticism very well, so it is easier to look the other way when things go bad. All right, let's dive into it. Those are what I get from a narcissist.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Low self-esteem make them strive for attention, and they want to be seen at all times. They only attentive to those who see eye to eye with them. If you don't see eye to eye with them, not nothing to do with you. You're an idiot.
Mhm.
Many reasons. They strive because they love attention. Married or not, man or woman, they both do the same thing. They make their partner look like idiots
Mm.
because it's clever. They're not supposed to be exposed. You're not supposed to find out what they're doing, their wrongdoings. They quickly turn the table on you to defend themselves.
So why is it so important to you
Why is it important to me?
to expose it? Yeah, because
Because listen,
mhm.
over 2 years I was called that name.
Oh, so I call you narcissist.
And I never, like everything else, I just shake things off and keep moving myself.
Yeah. Then I get that
It
person.
was just this weekend. This weekend, I started to look into that word
Okay.
and I realized it's a cover to throw people off of you onto me. And that's some of the definitions. They
Mhm.
react quickly. Once they feel they're being exposed, they quickly turn the table on you.
Mhm.
Get to everybody who you know, family and friends, and they say, he or she is mentally abusing me. They don't trust me. Accusations on this, on that. A whole long list of reasons why. So they call you the narcissist. They find some very big word what you would never ever think about to call you. You warped. You warped.
That sounds like a woman scorn.
A woman scorn, or it's a man too. If either one who's doing it wrong,
Is either one.
either
Donald
one
says
who's doing it
exactly.
wrong and get exposed, they become very violent at times.
Mm.
Yeah, they despise you. They don't want to see you. But the catch to that now is either or either. Once you realize that they are not good, the best you can do for you is just pretend all is well. See them, don't see them.
Yeah.
If they ask a question, you give them a yes or no, you move on.
Yeah.
You live your life because they love for you to suck up them. Baby, baby, forgive me. Forgive me for what? I did nothing wrong. It's like the songs, love songs. The man always begging the woman for forgiveness, and the man did nothing wrong. The woman is the one that did it wrong. But because they're trained, one of the biggest thing with narcissists, they allow themselves to be therapy. Somebody as a therapist, train them on how to be tough against any accusations that come your way. Yeah, they're trained. They have a therapist once, twice every week. When they do their dirt and they feel bad about it, it don't last for long because they have that one person who will tell them everything they want to hear. Sugarcoat things, make it perfectly laid out for them to continue to do what they do.
Yeah. You know everything that you say is real deep and in a lot of ways so true
Mhm.
with persons who are narcissists. And yeah, that was deep. That was deep. They're
And it's
They do change. They do throw it back on you. They throw it back on you to make you feel as if you're the person who was doing something wrong, and it's clear that you didn't do anything wrong. But like you said, once they're caught in whatever, it's like
they want to malice you and all of that stuff
absolutely,
and
yeah,
uh,
Everybody in the family, both sides of the
make
family,
conflict. Yeah, make conflict and mhm.
yeah, friends, family, close loved ones, everybody they reach out to and complain that you're abusing them.
yeah,
And that's far from being the truth in those cases. I wish I mean, I know it's not just men who go through it, women go through it too. It's both psychological trickery. People just play games like Shaggy song, even though they get caught red-handed. It wasn't me.
But are we enablers? Before y'all answer
Yes,
that,
yes,
Donna says exactly the respecter. Don Minot says, "Good evening, everyone. Blessings, Don." Um,
Yes.
Donna says, "I'm not a narcissist, but I do great at exposing them." And she also says, "Yes, they are trained to have a bunker mentality."
yes, all
Mhm.
day long. Even turn your child or your children against you. You know, they
And
even pretend
their way is the right way, and
their
they
way is the
own.
right way. Yes,
So you know what, the 10 descriptions of a narcissist, I think that it really hit it hit the
What
nail.
he's saying. Yeah.
You know, it really hit the nail on the head as
Uh-huh.
when you're describing what the narcissist is.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a question that a lot of us may need to ask our own selves. If it's not important to you, then you don't need to ask. But if it is something that's important to you and you want to know why someone calls you that, then really look into all of these um, symptoms, they call it, of a narcissist, and think if you're really exhibiting any of those symptoms.
So more or less, you're saying even one of those symptoms, if you exhibit one of those symptoms, they're not narcissist. Is that
I don't
what
know.
you're saying?
no,
Or
I
or
don't.
it takes
you're
more than one.
saying having more than, yeah, that's what I'm saying. More than it would be having those traits. The
Yeah,
10
it takes more
traits
than one.
are
Yeah, the different the behaviors. If those
yeah,
are a lot of them, if those are your behaviors, especially on a consistent basis, I would take
yeah, no.
and and wonder if I'm really, really a narcissist and and do I like being me? Be-
Well, that's it. And and
yeah, go ahead.
it's just like things a certain way too. You know?
Say that again.
Yeah. Just sometimes it's just liking things a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Now, I guess being a narcissist is when you impose it on someone else. I guess then it would be considered a narcissist
and
when you impose those belief and what have you onto someone else.
some people may even call it braggadocious, when everything, as soon as
Mhm.
you come around into one circle, is all about me. I accomplished this. I did this. Yes, you're proud of yourself, but I mean, like, not every time that you go around, everyone
Yeah,
is
me.
continue to
Yeah.
eat. And I like this, and I want that, and all of that. So
Mhm.
after a while, it becomes, unappealing. You
Yeah.
if that's the type of person that you
Another thing they say mainly the woman. The woman love a man who gonna keep telling her, "Oh, you are good, you're good, you're good. I love her." The man who's gonna talk that just keep telling them what they wants to hear. So that makes it easy for them to leave and forget about their man at home. And I always want to be in the presence of that man who keeps saying, "Oh, you're the best. You're the best. You're the one always." Those
It's
type of talk.
attention. They want
Yeah.
attention.
it's
Hmm.
all about attention. But
Mhm.
Inspector, they said the narcissists have an exaggerated sense of self-importance,
That
and
too.
that it affects 0.5% of general population in the US. But guess what they said now? 75% of those are male.
And guess who the one? Guess who the one doing that?
Huh?
Who?
Those who come up with that?
What you're gonna say is a woman that came up with
I,
No, I'm gonna say the ones who are bringing those up are mainly the ones who are narcissists,
okay. Okay.
and they know.
Trying to find this. I can tell if it was a woman who
No, no, I'm not. I'm not even gonna say it's a woman or a man. It could be a normal man, a normal woman. It could be homosexual. It could be anybody, basically.
uh-huh.
Even if I entertain the name calling, the disrespectful behaviors, and continue to live in it, that can make me on a opposite side of being a, a kind of a narcissist too, because I'm being a dumbass.
You accepting it? Is that-
Yeah, I'm being an idiot. So that can make me a narcissist in a different way, different form. So it's all about your common senses, what education you have, what intelligence you have to recognize it. But the biggest thing is, if I'm calling you that because you suspect something about me, that means the one who's calling the person that, they are the one who is, and they're just trying to cover it up before they start being called that. Let me call him or her.
I don't totally wanna. I don't know if I totally 100% agree with that. Respect.
That's what it is. That's the only defense.
But if a one is really acting like a narcissist, what you mean? A person shouldn't tell them that that's the way they're acting.
No, no, no. If I Let's put it for real. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. If husband and wife living together, man and woman, and one is always initiating, one is always putting the eye on love, I love you, and the other one is so fast and moving, can't wait to get out the door, love you too, and nothing is going on in the bedroom, but you're still keeping your cool and doing what you're supposed to do as a man or a woman. But the other person who's on the run more than the other person, and the other person just stand back or sit back and watch what's going on. And the first time he or she said, "What's going on?" Ain't nothing happening in the bedroom. I call you and text you, no reply back. What's going on? Oh, you don't trust me. You don't trust me. And they cannot express themselves without the anger from the neck up, man or woman. So the defensive mechanism goes up right away.
So let's just say it depends on what the situation is.
It depends on
That
what the
makes a more
situation is, but it's mainly wrapped around cheating. It's mainly wrapped around cheating because a cheater don't want to be exposed. And anytime
That
he or
don't
she
mean
feels
that
a
the
bit
person is
exposed,
sense. I can't agree with that one either.
yeah, that don't mean that the person
but
is.
Necessarily
I'm not the
Yeah.
expert. I'm just telling you what I
how you
saw
feel.
over the weekend from those experts.
Okay.
These are things that the experts are saying. They're on YouTube. You can look it up. Narcissists, just punch it in. Thousands of different experts are saying the same things. A cheater, once they realize they're about to be exposed, they're trying to keep up their standards, their credibility with families and friends. So what they do, they quickly get with the families and friends and start accuse the other person of not trusting and mentally abusing and everything negative that the other person is doing and or not doing as a way to defend themselves or protect themselves because they don't want to be exposed and be questioned why, and they don't want perfect definitely don't want to lose the man or the woman who's made them feel and the way they want to be feel.
Mm,
So they're gonna protect that person at all costs
okay.
and
You
destroy
know,
you,
Go ahead,
the
let
Will.
me
man or the
tell
woman.
you, let me give you an example of a narcissist. Niger. What is going on in Niger? Okay?
Oh my.
Those are examples of narcissists. Those military men that conduct coup and take over other governments and what have you. And this individual that is the key, um, the key individual that started this conflict in Nigeria,
Well, the general.
he is a narcissist. Yes, he's a narcissist. That's who you would call a narcissist. Because even though they're trying to negotiate with him and what have you, he's still refusing to comply. And like he said, any country that gets involved, it's gonna mean that they want war, and it's gonna be war. Now you got to remember that these countries here close to Nigeria. Well, Nigeria is a democratic country, so what happened is like they're the one that is really that border, the border, they're the one that's protecting the borders. So now that this coup is in there, this general started this coup in Nigeria now. It's like a open season right now. Okay? They're trying to evacuate the people and from there, and this general is stopping from these people from leaving. I see small children running towards the airplane, and they stopping right now. I think they put a ban on any
Any flag.
airplane leaving.
But he has a lot of support though. Yes,
He has a lot of support from some of these countries that are border, and they had coup before, and that's why they might be even supporting it. Now you got to understand that Nigeria is the sixth largest country with uranium. Okay, and what happened is that everybody's there. United States of America, you have Russia there, you have the Italian there, and all of this and all of these coup things usually stem around natural resources. And like they're saying, the uranium is not just the only natural resource that is abundant there. There are others too. So that's why all of these countries are taking interest, especially the US. Um, France closed their border. The U.S. gonna keep their not the embassy, close their embassy. The U.S. is gonna keep the embassy open, even though they're trying to evacuate most of the employees and the people that are there. But this man, I'm saying the narcissist because it's like he's not considering the people. He's just a selfish individual that wants power, that will do anything to attain this power, even if he have to kill civilians, you know, women, children, and it's terrible. And that's who I would say the narcissist. He exhibits all the signs of one.
He's he's
yeah.
self-centered.
My thing with him is he he has a whole army. Even the previous president, what's his name? Basil, what's his name?
Yes.
Uh,
Bozo or something like Bozo. Let me see. I have it right
I think it's Mohammed Bazoum.
there.
Like that.
No,
Even soldiers, guards in his camp turned against him as well. So I think that the not that it is the right way to go about it. And they're saying that the Bozome, he was elected fair and square.
uh,
The first what they call it election, that was democratic election that was held, and that he was elected fair and square. But then General Abdul Harmamin, if excuse me if I am pronouncing his name properly, the general, him and his army and some of the other president's army and lots of civilians as well, that agree with what. So I don't know if we can call him that, because a lot of others are in support of what
well,
he.
you see, the ECOAS, right, is the Economic Community of West Africa, right? And states, all of West Africa states, and you know that include a whole lot of them. Nigeria, Ghana, all of those states, Congo, all of them comes under it, right? And what happened is that they do not approve it. You see what I'm saying to you? And they are supposed to be over everything that goes on in West Africa. Right now, they're having a summit, a meeting, an emergency meeting with some of those countries. They're coming together, and like I said before, you have Benin, you have Burkina, you have Liberia, you have Mali, Nigeria, all of these falls under it. So they're having a meeting, a big meeting to determine what they're doing because they're saying that we're going to use force. That's what these countries who are part of the ECOWAS, right, the Economic Community of West Africa states, they are in charge of all of these. So what happened is that they're giving him alternative and they're giving him sanctions and all of that, but he is refusing it.
What
Okay,
what
And and
what is the
and
reason? What is the reason for the coup?
the coup is power. I mean, they feel that, well, some of the people do agree. They feel that they're not getting enough monetary aid. um I
Right.
guess the living condition is bad. All of that is like social justice, you know.
well,
So
I, I kind of wish he didn't give him any power at all just now, because he definitely don't fall under narcissist, because
No,
he's openly doing some wickedness. A narcissist is a person who don't want their dirt, the things they're doing wrong, to be exposed. So they're trying at any means necessary to protect what they're doing wrong. And once they realize somebody's onto them, then they come at full force to try and discredit that person from exposing them.
yeah, but he
So
would
this
fall under it because
no,
what he is doing is
he's
he
open with it.
is,
but if that
yeah, he's open.
might sound like a deceitful person
Yeah, he's open with it.
but from the description of that, since we're going back to narcissism in because I thought we were gonna move, but since we're going back to that,
Well, we can intertwine both of them.
intertwine them. So
Mm.
having the description is to have an exaggerated sense of self-importance is what they're considered to be a narcissist. Like, okay, it's all about me type of personality is what a
Mm.
narcissist. I don't think a cheat is either is to be considered a narcissist. You
He's a
know,
self-centered deceiver.
But I don't know. This is Muslims we talking about, right? Because most of these countries right around there, Niger, all of these countries, they're Muslim countries. And the individual that is taking over, what is his name? What's his name? I think I have it written down here. But anyway, the one that is taking over, he's Muslim. He even wear the what you call it, shawl and all that stuff. He's a real Muslim. Now the one before, he was supported by the U.S. because he had that democratic um um
you're trying to tie in
mm,
we're trying to tie in Niger, Africa, and being a narcissist, and I just don't see how that's tying in because the general, he's not just doing what he wants for himself; he's doing something for the people whom is for him, the soldiers and the army folks whom is for him. All of those is whom he's doing something for.
but lady, I would say the same thing with our prime minister. Okay, holiness. I would say he is one too, and he exhibit the same signs like this one do. And I'm saying, yes, I said it. He's a
Yes,
narcissist.
because that was
Our prime minister, yes,
that's
yes.
gonna be my question in regards to when we were going to, like how we've already touched Niger was, can Jamaica have a coup? But before
Yeah,
we But before we
Mhm.
go into the respecter, you wanted to bring up any other point with the narcissist before we even just continue? We even
I just want to make it clear that a narcissist mainly is a person who's a deceiver who are doing wrong and they don't want to be exposed. And once they realize they're being exposed, then they turn it on you quickly so that they, just to keep the fire off them and make you look like the fool. So if I ever come to you, Lady D, and say, Lady D, so and so XYZ, Lady D already got the story that I'm coming with some craziness. So don't believe him. Don't listen to him.
yeah. Yeah, well, in that context of deceit, yeah, well, let's pick it back up. Let's pick it back up. Let me read some more on narcissist, and then we pick it back up. Yeah. All right. So, Queen, the respecter, we
Yeah.
want to go. Can Jamaica have a coup? Since we've already
Yes.
started to talk
Yes.
about
Yes.
Right now, that might soon be happening if things don't change.
a coup,
Because the people are tired. They're tired of what is going on out there. They're tired of not having food to eat. They're tired of their roads being torn up and tearing up their transportation. Right? The other day, this woman asked for a donkey because she said the car it would tear up by the time it got on the road, it would have tear up. Okay? So she preferred the donkey. Look here. Let me tell you something. The fishes are dying in the lakes, right? There's so much the fisherman them can't find no fish in the lakes them because them drying out, okay? Or they poisoning it. What? Hey, dust all over Jamaica because of the bauxite and the mining that is going on out there. There is so much thing going on there. The people are tired. They tired.
I wonder if they're tired. I wonder if they're tired enough.
I don't know, but I know they are tired. They voice it, even though they're not doing anything about it, but they voicing it.
Mm.
I listen to those talk show and I hear them voicing it. It's just that they're not doing anything about it.
They're not. They're not.
That's the thing.
They're not
The people
protesting.
the people don't have the resource to fight. They're dirt poor majority, and they don't really believe anybody's gonna listen to their voice and take them serious.
They're not tired enough.
You're hungry and where your next meal come from? What do you mean?
Them not tired enough.
But things change and things changing now. It's not like first time how things used to. Look here, I saw a beach party yesterday from Cola Smith, right? At a beach party. And if you see how them a shell out the money them for the liquor and the food and what have you. Me say, what is? Jamaican has so much money? Hey, and dressed to the T. What?
Jamaica is since we're into Jamaica and gonna go over to ISAT as well. Jamaica is not tired enough. They're not. Because when you are just tired, nothing matters. You're gonna go after making a change by any means necessary. So Jamaicans in Jamaica have not gotten to that point of being tired. They're still into partying. They're still into party, drinking, clothes, nails, hair, jewelry.
I
That's it.
easily scamming.
And scamming. They're not tired enough.
Mm,
And the ones them that are tired, they're scared
yeah,
because
yeah.
they don't have enough people that is as tired as they are.
The back, yeah.
I don't think there's no one in Jamaica that's gonna ever form a coup. They're not tired enough. They don't have serious people to come together to fight what is going on in their country. and what they don't like, to demand road. You don't see when you don't see when the roads are in some areas are bad. They block the road and burn tire and do whatever they do, and cause ruckus that people cannot go to work. There was something going on in St. Thomas a couple of months back where they was blocking roads, and MPs and everyone have to come out there trying to talk to them. Police come out wanting to arrest them. I think those are tired, and if they put the same energy into a lot of other avenues, other facets in Jamaica, I think then there can be some type of change. Then I don't even know what Jamaica's gonna do.
Well, lady,
Because
I don't either. But I guess we all agree that shame on those who have a lot, and all they do is go to go-go clubs and bar and party and just throw money everywhere. Nobody believe in going to the poor sectors of the country and reaching out to some families and trying to bring down the crime and the violence. No one believe in doing that. So and on top of it, people still writing lyrics about murderer, pop, pop, pop. So ain't no change gonna come until the entertainers, like I keep saying, look into themselves and see how they can make a change, positive change for the betterment of Jamaica. And until that time comes, you're right. They're not showing that they really care
But
and concerned because they're
you see,
in the
the thing is,
beauty shop.
wait, Queen. Go ahead, respect.
They're in the beauty shop. They don't have any money to buy food and pay their bills, but they're in the beauty shop every day.
Yeah.
It's a point made. What you're saying, they really don't. They're not taking it serious. What's going on? Because somebody from somewhere is gonna send them $30, $50.
Yeah. Queen.
yeah, no, I was gonna say that not just that, but also they have a lot of influence, people that are influencing them. For example, Robert Nash Morgan. It is alleged that he's been doing a lot of ruckus there. He's been saying a lot of things that doesn't go that way. Even with the reggae girls needing to have GoFundMe in order to go overseas to do that soccer match.
Yeah, we want to say big ups to the reggae girls as
Yeah,
well.
for winning, yeah, they won that goal. But if it wasn't for Sadella Marley, they wouldn't have been able to go. But yet, still, he's gonna come and have news conference and said it is all a lie, it's fake, and that no GoFundMe did not send the girls overseas. But there's proof that there was, you know. But it's a lot of folks that are in the government that are telling so much lies and what have you. You don't know what to believe. It is also alleged that the FBI, they have a file on each Jamaican. So when there's FBI, and FBI been in Jamaica since the 60s, from what I'm understanding. They were the ones that trained the military, the Jamaican military, and also um, the constabulary force. Now, if we go back to even the coup in Niger, even though I know we kind of got away from that. But if you go back to it, I also found out that it was the U.S. military that trained these men, including this Bono, this big man here that is now the military man that is in charge now. He's not gonna be the, like you would say, the mayor. I told you that's gonna be this Muslim guy. I forgot his name, but America was who trained these men, and now so they have, I mean, some real experience they have. And if war is to break out, from what they're saying, because they have a lot of supporters, like lady was saying earlier, they have a lot of countries that are supporting them, including Russia, and many of those countries are supporting them, even though Italy said since they're burning their flags, there's gonna be kind you know shit
Right.
problems. So, but I'm just saying that there's a lot of lies being told, usually to the African people, and it is not now. It's been coming from not just here, but it's going on in Africa and all the Caribbean, small Caribbean islands. The big seven. They own everything and they control everything. They control, and right now it seems like they're also controlling the presidency and the government in these countries and these islands. They're starting coups and all of these things to benefit, because that's the uranium is the key. The uranium is the key.
Queen,
Yes.
let me say this. With the president Bazoum, he's
Yeah.
the one that the US wants to stay in power. It is because they say it's very important, for them to keep control of Nigeria, because they are one of the allies to fight against the Islamic insurgents. So they're trying to keep the region somewhat of a, I guess, let's say, Christian region instead of Islamic. You said
But
Muslim.
Bazoum is the one under arrest, is the one. Bazoum is the one that they overthrow.
He's the one.
He's the
He's the one that they overthrown, and
they overthrow.
he's the one that U.S. wants to remain in power.
Return, because he was keeping democracy there. His constitution consists of democracy. So that's why America want him back in there. And they had that close relationship. You
That's
see what I'm saying? Him and them.
right, and why America wants him in there is because they want to
You
keep Russia
mm,
from getting any form of supporting General Abdul, the general guy. They
yeah.
don't they don't want him. They don't want the general guy to be in power, and that's why they even refuse to leave Niger. Is because they can't afford for Russia to take hold. And you know what? Russia and China is really being strategic in a
Yeah.
lot
But
of what
mama,
they're doing.
it's all the uranium, lady. All the uranium. That's what they are protecting and wanting to control.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. When I say strategic, I mean also it's the same thing that they're doing in Jamaica.
With the red dirt.
So
China.
Yeah.
Jamaica can put for them soldiers around those to protect what belongs to Jamaica. Jamaica can use them soldiers and
But
I
you
mean
never know, because
So hold
we finding out say it's the American train the Jamaicans too.
Yeah,
but
but
why?
Jamaica now,
Everything 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 America involved, France involved, Russia.
Because they are the big seven.
but
Them have nothing to do with it.
you
Them
know,
not do
They
nothing
can
right.
you know,
they
you,
control the world. They want certain minerals and what have you. So therefore, they have to keep people in that country in order to protect what they think part of they should be part of theirs.
Jamaica need a
you
real
the
Jamaica
respect,
need a real Jamaican, a real black man or woman in power who is not afraid to make changes. We don't want nothing in our country named FBI.
They've been
JBI.
there.
but
They've
this,
been
JBI.
there.
but
Everything is J in our free country. They adopt everything from America and the rest of the world, and they have nothing to show for their own country.
listen, the lines are open to listeners. The lines are open at 706-955-2001. If you want to put an input in this in any of the reasoning that we're keeping. Uh,
Jamaica, JBI.
Uh-huh.
Jamaica army, military. I mean, the big country, them not united to make the people life better. They only united to go to war and corrupt other countries.
But then you see
We
when you have
Queen, but you said something very important to the respecter. You said something very important as well, the respecter. You said that we have a caller. You said that the soldiers can't even take care of the the area, take care of
hmm?
Exactly.
the people of Jamaica, much less more they want farm coop. I have to laugh. That's funny. You
Serious
have
thing,
to laugh.
man. Serious thing.
You got to make
but
sometimes you have to make serious things. You have to
but
make
remember, the prime minister was trying to send him to Haiti, though. Hey,
Right.
okay, we're gonna take a quick station ID, and then we're gonna go into ISAT Buchanan, and we do have a caller. So hold the line for me, each and everyone. You're in tune right here to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best in radio programs, R&B, reggae, African, soca music. Also, we ask each and everyone to please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, share, and be notified. And we want to say big shouts to all of our sponsors. Bless up to each and every one that continues to support um, the Powerhouse Radio. One by One, Kia, Hinkson Firm, Unique, Total Care, um, Unique Enterprise, Mystique Enterprise. Want to say big shouts to you as well. Also want to say to our sister brother station, Victorious 89.1 FM. Want to say big massive shouts go out to you all. Once again, we want to invite you to support. Go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, share it with a friend, family member, co-worker. Tell them to tune in or just listen. Good programming, good music 24/7, 24/7. Man, also we want to invite you all to listen to all our fantabulous programs. Let's Gripe each and every Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to the 8 o'clock hour. And it's all about Reasoning Thursdays each and every Thursdays from 8 p.m. until we say when. And the Lady D show from 12 p.m. up until the 4 o'clock hour. Nothing but good vibes and energy each and every Saturdays. Well, we want to say big shout once again, One by One Kia, Victorious Radio, Mystique Enterprise, Unique Total Care, and the Hinkson Law Firm for continuing to support us each and every week right here on the Powerhouse Radio. You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
Victorious 89.1 WAKP. Your unity in the community station.
Wait the town and tell the people. This station rules the nation with version.
Yes, as we are definitely back. We lost the respecter. We are back, and we're gonna give the caller call. We're gonna give her a chance to speak. But we're gonna jump into ISAT Buchanan. What is going on with Attorney Buchanan in Jamaica, and why such a harsh backlash? Right? We still have in the mix vagina. Use it or lose it. And we definitely have another life form. You have a scientist who's claiming that there are aliens whom, and we will, and they said it will be exposed in a couple of days. So we're going to be talking about all of those things. It is 9:03 on the Powerhouse clock, and once again, you're tuned into Reasoning Thursdays with yours truly, Lady D, Queen, the respect each and every Thursdays right here. Caller, you are live. Hello, caller.
Hi, it's me, Donna. How's everyone?
Hey, greetings, Donna.
hey, Donna.
Yes, I'm here. Just
Good to hear your voice.
to hear your voices too.
Yeah, I hear you last week.
Donna, last week we were talking. We
Yeah,
won't get into it because we said we're waiting for Donna to tune in. We were
yeah.
talking about
I,
even, huh?
yeah, because the thing was that I was so prepared, waiting for you to come on, and I was doing because I knit, so I was knitting, and someone called me, and I didn't even realize that the time had passed by so quickly. And then when I tuned in, you were gone. I said, "Oh my goodness."
Oh gosh, we sure wanted to talk about Jamie Foxx, but we're gonna save that for to the end when close to the end of the program when we're gonna be talking about the scientists who claim
Mhm.
that he's going to let us know in a couple of days if they really exist or not. Yeah. So you were calling in, I know, in regards to the Niger, Africa situation, or give us insight on your input.
Well, actually, I'm not. What is it actually about? Because I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what it is that what you're discussing about the Africa, Nigeria or Niger.
Niger.
Yeah, we were.
It's
Go ahead.
it's a country and it's in West Africa. And what happened, there's a lot of countries around that area that is mostly majority Muslims. So what's happening now is evidently because the people, they don't have enough food or enough necessities, so they start to get upset and they start unrest. Anyway, this individual, what they did was this guard, Bozone, is guard. It was his guard that arrested him and locked him up down, right? And but basically we talked about I'm trying not to say everything, but we talked about the involvement, American involvement, and we also talked about what the main issue is, which we talked about the uranium, and that uranium was the real source of what is going on there, because everybody want a piece of the pie, and they'll do anything in order to get a piece of the pie, even if they have to start coups. And that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, well, pretty much, that's what it's all about all around the world with these coups because it's basic. Like I said, it's just the same people in another place. It's the same condition in another place. So the thing is that in regards to like that like a government coup and whatever you know they're doing in regards to this uranium element that everybody's trying to get their hands on in regards to war and
Hmm.
that is the main thing. That's like the main source. That's a major
For
thing.
yeah, for weapons, yeah. Hmm.
Right. So, yeah. So they want to use. That's what they use to control. That's just like in Haiti. That's one of their. That's what I was explaining to Mama Acid before in regards to the uranium. It's not really so much voodoo that people believe that they can just go down on their knees and whatever, and then they have these powers that with as voodoo doctors or whatever they want to classify themselves as. It is that element called uranium that is abundant in Haiti. Okay.
Hmm.
So those elements are what they use
Yeah,
for their control, for the power.
yes,
You get what I'm saying?
yes.
To control people with those elements and then people, pretty much, that's just my view on
Mm-hmm.
that in regards to the uranium and those things that you mentioned. Like I said, I would have to, get more knowledge about it, research that and find out exactly, what's going on. And then I could further discuss it better, maybe the next time when you come on next week or something like that. But,
Okay.
that's how I see
Yeah, so we can extend it,
ISAT,
lady. We
so
can move on, extend it and move on.
we could.
it. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what do we feel that this ISAT Buchanan situation is a distraction from what is going on in Jamaica? That's how we're flowing into ISAT Buchanan.
Uh-huh.
Then we're gonna flow into vagina, use it or not, and then we're gonna talk about the scientists. How about that? Oh, you know what? We didn't even touch Trump. Trump and his election.
Yes, and the election, we gotta throw.
That to touch, but let's go into, since we're into Jamaica already, in Jamaica
Okay.
able to have a coup. Isaac Buchanan, is it for my question in regards to it, because I know you have a lot on it, Queen. But my
Yeah.
question in regards to really the Isaac Buchanan thing is it really a distraction to take away from all of the bull crap that is going on in the government, or so they can get a little ease to do whatever they're doing? The Paula Llewellyn thing is hot, Andrew thing is hot, Andrew wife thing is hot. You know what is so? Is this a way to kind of cool it off a little bit off the JLP, and to be a distraction, bringing up
Uh,
this
uh,
Isaac thing with him singing?
yeah.
And I was him singing some of Vibes Cartel song. He sung some lyrics in regards to one of Cartel songs, which I guess it has some explicits, but I don't know if he used the explicits when he was on Andre Stevens' show. And
He
they
did.
and but everyone is calling for his demise now. Um, what's your thought on it? Let's go to Respecter first, and then let's go to you, Queen, because since
Okay.
you have a load on that. So
Well,
Yeah.
what you thinking, the Respecter? You know about that?
I don't think he's doing nothing wrong. I think some people been watching Trump and they're figuring out how to cheat of themselves and turn things around. Trying to trick you, thinking that what they're talking about and doing is important. It's not important. They're just trying to play a con game and going after a good man, trying to destroy a good man because of speaking the truth. But Jamaicans are not idiots. I believe the majority of the country recognize what's going on, and they will never turn on that man. So they lock him up, whatever they want to do, it won't stick. But Jamaica, those labor rights, Labor Party, they're watching too much Trump. They're trying to be Donald Trump.
Okay, okay. I, but
It's beyond.
he did apologize.
And he
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
Apologized for what he said, and he also resigned.
He shouldn't
From,
have done those things.
yeah.
It.
But go ahead, Queen, because I hear you. Go ahead.
Uh,
No, go ahead. You go ahead in regards to.
okay. Well, what I was saying is that Isaac Buchanan, as most people might know, that he's Big Youth son, and Big Youth was on a podcast last night, and like he was saying that that young man worked hard for his degree, and he did not owe any school fee when he left school. It was all paid for. So why are they condemning him? He's a civil rights lawyer, attorney that takes on all the cases that poor people can't get to money to pay lawyers to do. And some of these cases he does it free. Quite a bit of them. He's that young man the other day that got beat up by the police. He took on that case. He's a civil rights leader and a kind person. And as lady has said before, he did a lot in terms of for poor people. So, I mean, why discredit this man? I did see that show where he was on. I think it was last week, on Friday, and I did see the show, and I did hear what he said, but I did not find anything derogative about it because he was referring to his client music, and there was a verse in the music that he repeated, but he did not say the name. Cartel said the name. It was the exact name Cartel said. So he was just reading it, paraphrasing to something else that was said beforehand, you know, and they took it out of context, because like I said, that's why people are backing him. And I asked everybody to sign that petition. They need 2,000 signature. And I asked everybody to please sign that petition. It is very important because this man is not deserving of this. We all make mistake, and even like Lady said, he apologized, and they're saying that they want the opposition party leader to apologize instead. What do you have to do with this man? I mean, this is lawyer, this is politics. So they are making this politics. That's what they're doing. It's all geared and centered around politics and the distraction of what the president and his colleagues are doing in Jamaica, his parliament members are doing to Jamaica. And because he's exposing all of these by taking the cases on that no one will touch because they're poor people and they're condemning him. I feel very strongly about this because I've been watching him for a couple of months now because he comes on Andre every Friday, and he has been putting out some really positive vibes.
Okay.
Lady,
I was gonna tell you all to go ahead and keep talking because I left my notes on that in
you
the.
know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the time when the so-called bad man and woman in Jamaica needs to stand firm now. They need to start hit
For
the
them said the
streets.
Gaza needs to stand up.
Yes, they need to leave them comfort zone and start walk the streets of Jamaica. Because really and truly the police them is out of control. And that is one of the main reasons why the poor people are afraid to say nothing because of what's going on. So the so-called bad man them need to realize that them being bad against the wrong people. And if they really, really brave like them claim, step out, show them face, make some noise. Because somebody gotta do something.
Something has to be done. This man, you gonna take away this hard. This man worked so hard for to be a lawyer. You know how tough that is in a Jamaica because
Mother family,
They have the English system. What? Like Big U same say sometimes no eat food to pay him school fee. And you going just because one little remark, you gonna destroy a man's whole career because you wanna disbar him. And when
person,
you think about it, look at all them other people and the things that they say. Look at Robert Nash Morgan, the thing that he said. Look at Avril Wellington. Remember when he was calling Lisa Hanna a Jezebel? I mean in Parliament. And all it was just a little uproar about it, and no one really did anything significant about it. If you can pull it up on YouTube, you see the different conference and what have you them have about it, and nothing never came of it. Hey, that's wickedness. And because him have dreadlocks, wickedness, and him father poor.
Also, for those who don't know who Big Youth, for those who don't know who Big Youth is, he's a legendary icon singer. So definitely, you know, you can definitely Google him.
Yes, legend. Yeah, music legend, reggae legend.
Yeah, but as far as ISAT, we want to know what the private sector of Jamaica, ooh, I'm out of breath, is saying in regards. They came out and they want him to, what's some of the things they said? They want him to resign, which he did, right? They want him, I'm trying to read some of my notes here. I can't make it totally clear. What about Queen that Kevin O'Brien Chang?
Kevin Durant, him talk too much and him talk crazy and he talk about oh man where say things about woman them come from woman body wall. Excuse my he say any man where say anything bad against a woman, then come from a woman body wall.
And I think, and that's why Big Youth, I think, came on that program because
Yes, because it's derogative and not just that, but he said some
I want
foul things about big youth also.
the PSOJ don't get rid of him, and I want to know what happened to the PSOA when it came to um the things Juliet Holness said about the people of Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Why they're not hitting out on things such as that? Why they're starting with ISAT? So that's why my question has always been: is it a distraction, really? Is it
Yeah,
I,
because them want you focus on what them a do.
all
it's
of
a distraction.
Remember, sorry, they were in the news the other day, big. Now them want undercover, so they quiet now.
yeah?
You
Because
see, all of a sudden them quiet, yeah, because they want to focus on my man. So that's the big thing now.
I
But
think
but you
because
know he
distraction,
didn't resign on his own, you know.
he was forced to.
I guarantee you he didn't resign because he wanted to. There's some threats that come along with that.
I
But you know what?
I think it's a distraction from
It's
what's
a
going
this.
on with the Paula Llewellyn, the
Mm-hmm.
office, and then spending her time, and there's not enough qualified other attorneys that can take her place. There are so many other qualified attorneys. I want to know what happened to this this um PSOJ, that why they didn't come out when there were so many other scandals and so many other things going on. The court,
Yeah, and all of a sudden,
the COVID funds, all of those things, why they didn't come out. So what they're asking the general counsel and the bar association to do is to take strong disciplinary action against ISAT. So I want to know what exactly is those strong disciplinary actions that they are talking about that they want
they
to.
want to disbar him, I tell you.
Yeah.
They want to disbar him, avoid him from practicing law in Jamaica.
And once again, you know what? You feel like they're gonna win?
No, they ain't gonna win.
Well, people, that's why we need these signatures. We need these signatures. People need to tell them, no, this is not possible. They can't be doing this. People need to let their voice be heard
And
that
you,
they're against this.
and you know what, Queen? We keep saying people
Mm.
people's not, because everything that we come on and say no, it's not gonna happen. It turned out happening because the public was
Last night they had 1,000 signature last night. One night.
and how much signatures they need.
I think they need a couple of thousand signatures. But last night they were trying to get 2,000 last night, but I think they need about 6,000 signatures or so.
That 6,000 signatures should have been there in one night.
Well, that's what I was saying too, because last night Andre show had 2.1 million people watching.
Say what?
Yeah, yeah.
Wonder why?
It was hot. It was hot.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch over that
Mhm.
see what happened.
Well, a lot of stuff was said,
I guess we
and people must listen to it. I think everybody must look it up on YouTube. As a matter of fact, next week I'll have the title. I have the title, but I can't think of it right now. My phone is occupied. But watch that video because so many things came out. So many things
Well,
came out that
well,
well, you
people
know
don't
what?
know about.
We
Mm.
need. I think we need to get those type of ratings. So next week I'm gonna be shirtless.
Yeah, that's a good one. Look, I
like,
think the ladies would enjoy that.
like,
Just describe.
respect of mine in blind me. Oh, please. Lord, real quick, is not before we. I guess we don't even need to talk about Trump because all Trump is
Yeah, bring in Dana. Bring in Dana.
yeah, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring that. It's three strikes and Trump is out. Well, we're gonna see. The only thing about Trump is that he pleads again not guilty to the four charges.
This is the third indictment on him.
You know what? Before we go into um aliens, to every or another life form, I'm gonna everyone everyone they say is in 2023. Everyone age this
Mm,
year is 2023. Okay. Now
mhm,
they have this thing and you all can try it because I tried it and I was like, that's cool. All right. What you do is add the year that you were born, add that and add the age that you are now.
Yeah,
And
this
what do you get?
them laid on that man. That came out from 1999. That's been out a long
So
time.
every year, so every night, so 1999, everybody was
Every yep, same.
every year. That's how it goes.
Yes, every year.
mhm,
I just saw it and I was like, really? So I
Yeah,
went in and
man.
I did it. And I did the 2023, with my year and my age. I mean my year and my age. And it came out 2023. I said, no, that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So okay, so you just schooled me on something. I thought I was gonna give you all something to think about.
It's like I'm trying to figure out one thing though. Jamaica. How Jamaica end up with 14 parish? Why 14?
I didn't I hear one had it to it make it 15 oh?
Huh?
I thought I heard there was one had it to it make it 15. I never got through.
What
I must
one?
say there's a hole in some move too.
When him
All
when
right.
I place oh that's all and him when
Okay.
them tell them did dumb question him the body.
I'm real quick. Queen Queen
Yeah.
wanted to bring some knowledge to us that if you don't use your vagina, you're going to lose it.
To be honest, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you all what. Let me defend myself. Okay,
Yes.
I'm home because I retired, and retiring, it's been so hot out there, so I don't go out much. So I have time to stream. So I stream the internet and YouTube especially. So YouTube, it teaches you. Anyway, there's this doctor on there and I happened to come upon her, Patricia. I think her name is I forgot the last name, but anyway, she started to talk about women and women have going through certain myths, and one of the myths is that if you don't use it, you lose it, and she started to explain why you wouldn't lose it, that there's several things that happens when you're not sexually active, but you still don't lose it, you still have it, and in the end it might be a little painful if you stay too long, but but you still can use it.
Well, you better use it before.
What y'all think about that?
You better use it before it lose the lubricant. Listen,
That's a good one.
so you got to use it because if you don't use it, you lose the lubricant.
but but you say you don't really lose it. It's just a myth that you lose it.
Oh, but you do
It
lose
is
it because you lose the lubricant.
Well,
Yeah.
It
some
The,
folks get dry, But it's not
Yeah,
everybody get dry. It's not everybody. Some folks
the
do.
gummy gum
And
is gone.
and
Yes, the gummy.
all of these symptoms varies.
Ladies,
All of these symptoms vary.
ladies, use it.
Hmm.
Find a little nice little gentleman. Use it or you're gonna lose it. All right?
Ain't no,
God.
ain't no lady.
Yes.
On top of that one, right?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
You got ladies who are using it on a regular, and then to keep it nice and neat, them have something called drawback cream and soap. So when they, so when they,
I've never heard of that.
Me never
when
hear
they
that
go
one
get,
either.
No, sir.
when they go
That
get,
way I do something.
when they go get way and come back home to husband,
Uh-huh.
then go shower and use it, and it dry right back.
That's serious thing. That's it. Oh, yes.
A
Drama.
Can you
serious thing, man.
imagine? Them people are ball, man. What?
You're teaching. You're
I'm
teaching.
going to make a song about it.
You teach, yes, and then
The drawback cream.
you teaching the cheaters off it draw themselves back. The respect.
Yeah, man, them have a soap, man. Serious thing, man.
Oh my God, Carl draw.
Drawback,
Wait,
drawback,
in a Jamaica,
drawback,
is
soap, drawback cream,
Queen
drawback cream.
Queen hear me now? Is that Jamaica only or is that in America?
Well, according to Leroy said, boy, Sha. He said, say, me go to the bathroom, Me go to my bathroom, and me want blue soap. And when me check out the blue soap, I want drawback soap.
Blue soap. Me hear about blue soap. Yes, me hear about blue
Yeah,
soap.
man, my
But me
brother
don't know
tell me
they
about
call
that,
it
man.
drawback.
Ladies,
Yeah, man.
you all cannot say you didn't learn something
Yeah.
on reasoning Thursday. You cannot.
It's true. The African them really believe in that.
Yes.
The African girls them, because it's prostitution is a big thing there in Africa. You
And
know.
Brazil.
So, yes, that's how they make their money and whatever. True. Dominican Republic too. Because I was watching a film where the girl said that's how they make their living.
You know,
They have to take money back home.
you know,
Mm.
one year when I went to Jamaica and we was having those little fresh talks. I me and my cousins then was sitting there just running, joke talk. We
Yeah.
talk them sometimes. So one of my cousins said, you use something called anal, what you call? Oh my God. Me just have the name of it on the tip of my tongue. Um, and see, I know when I get it next week, I'll tell you all. Ladies, she said it's supposed to. I'm trust me, I've never experimented on none of those things. Okay, but she said it's
Huh?
supposed to make you extra very tight. So y'all can try that too. Listen, let's move on.
Well, wait a minute. Let me finish it up with this though. The doctor said that's not true. She said once you lose that elasticity, only if you start aging and haven't had any of that for a long, 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 long time.
Uh-huh.
That's the only way it can. And she said it's not a whole lot. Slightly, get a little
Age,
tighter.
you're aging and you're 60 and 55 and all of those numbers and
And
you're
Queen,
not using it, you
Yeah.
don't use it.
Queen,
Yes, sir.
you want me to come help you?
Help me out, Papa. What you gonna help me do? Research? You gonna help me research? You gonna help me research some more on this, and next week we go back to it. Is that what you gonna do? Go on, lady. Let's go back to it next week, and let's go on with aliens.
People have a different. Lord have mercy. Oh, let's bring Donna. Donna, you still
Yes,
here?
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm here laughing.
Donna. Do you hear what they're talking about, Donna? You heard her?
I'm cracking up here.
Forgive me, Donna. Forgive me, Donna.
So funny. They are
That's what I do.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Well, folks, listeners, okay, there's a scientist who claims that we will know if alien exist in days, and this was reported um, on CNN and a couple of different, I mean CBS and a couple of
Yeah.
outlets.
Mm.
And this is just 10 hours ago, okay, that this came out. So Dr. AV Loeb, an astrophysicist at Harvard University, believes we could find out whether aliens exist in less than a month. Well, the researcher and his team have recently been running tests on fragments of a meteor that plunged to Earth back in 2014. Well, the meteor known as CNEOS 2014 0108 was detected by the Catalina Sky Surveyor, which looks out for comets and asteroids that could threaten Earth. Well, it was traveling at an incredible speed of 28 miles per second, which is much faster than any known asteroid or comet. This led Dr. Leob to believe that the meteor may have been an interstellar origin, meaning it came from another star system. Well, this meteor was special in the sense that it was very fast, Avi is reported saying. It was moving faster than 95% of the nearby stars near the sun because of some populace it had. Well, in 2022, Dr. Loeb and his team recovered fragments of the meteor from the Pacific Ocean. All right. So we're going to know in a couple of months, well, I mean, in a month time, if there in less than a month, if there is aliens, really, really.
Well, then a couple of about 2 weeks ago, they were talking about the government having this individual that used to be a student there, said that there were parts, the government have pieces of alien stored in one of those places that, those secret places that they have experimenting.
Well, there's three retired also on C from CNN News. There were three retired military veterans that testified on Wednesday at a House hearing on unidentified anonymous phenomena commonly known as UFOs, warning that the sightings are a national security problem and that the government has been too secretive about them. Well, it says the House Oversight Subcommittee convened on Wednesday hearing on UFO as the lawmaker who pushed for the hearing are calling for the government to be more forthcoming about the unidentified um, anomalous phenomena. I may not be saying it right. But if UAP are foreign drones, it is an urgent national security problem. If it is
Uh-huh.
something else, it is an issue for science. In either case, unidentified objects, what's this? Unidentified objects are a concern for flight safety, says Ryan Gray. So if you all are in the sky and seeing somebody, a former Navy pilot who now runs Americans for Safe Area Space, a group he founded to encourage pilots to report incidents of UAPs. So, Donna, I guess you soon be vindicated. You are about to
I've been,
be vindicated, Donna.
I've, I've been, I've been telling you about these. I mean, I'm gonna give you something that I experienced. When was it Friday? Last week Friday. I walked to the supermarket. The moon was on my block, which is Fountain Avenue. When I got to the supermarket, the moon was on Crescent, the block that I went to where the supermarket is. And when I came home and I came in the room, the moon was by my room window. So this is what I'm speaking about. What is that thing? Because the moon couldn't move so quickly, and I should have had it on Facebook, but I didn't even think anything like that would have occurred. But this is a fact because I usually put these things on Facebook, and it's there's definitely like you mentioned from reading the article that meteorite crash into the earth, and then you have these other life forms that are amongst us, right? That's why even when you said they calling it other forms, remember I said no one could ever say that I said someone is definitely an alien, because I do know that there are other life forms. Okay, so it's not necessarily from outer space or whatever. You have people that they seek origin. Okay, so you have people from BC times that are amongst us that were people, not aliens. Okay, so that's just like if we're speaking of planes, and I said, you have a plane, another dimension, right? That it's just pure energy that resides there of people who died that haven't, came back to Earth and did reincarnated
So,
into human form again.
so you feel
So
though
you
these
see,
are the people that um, is that where we're calling heaven? Where you say
well,
other
I mean,
people is residing from BC time?
we could, because what is heaven to me? Because to me, heaven and hell is on earth.
Hmm.
Okay, but what is the heaven that they're speaking of? That everybody's trying to get to? Is it another planet, or I don't. You see, I don't. It depends on what you look at heaven to be, but that's what I think when I hear them say heaven. You might be speaking of Mars. That might be the heaven, okay? Because to me, like heaven and hell is on earth. Okay, I don't think that you go up high and you get to heaven, or you have to die to get to heaven, or any of those things like that. I believe heaven and hell is right here on the face of the earth.
So I'm wondering too,
Okay.
like when you see people's spirit that they're there, and people would say, "Yeah, I saw that person." You know,
Mhm.
is it really that person that we are really seeing? Because
Well,
the
Well, my pastor said it's not. My pastor said it's not. He
Your,
said what happened is the devil have a way he can duplicate you.
your
Okay.
pastor don't know what he's talking about.
He said there are demons in this walking the earth, and they can do what they can change their way. They can come into the church, come into your home, what have you.
are these
But
demons what they're
yeah,
calling
yeah.
another life form, aliens? Would
Well,
that be what
well,
we're
they
calling?
that's what I'm saying.
Your pastor is wrong.
duplicate that, or that form, whatever life form that is in my yard, and all sorts of different things. Because people will tell me, "Well, Donna, I saw you yesterday, and I said hi, and you had an attitude." I said, "You didn't see me because I didn't come out my house. I didn't even go down the steps to throw the garbage out of, my house. So you did not see me. So I have these people, because when I go to court and things like that, they'll laugh and say, "And Miss Moody, maybe you're right. Maybe you have a point or something like that, because they were looking at a movie, blah blah blah." I can go on and on, but I'm just saying, like, we're all clones. Okay, so it's not only like me that is cloned, but you can use me as a prime example. Okay, because I'll go into a building and be on one floor, and then you have another me on another floor.
Did you all ever raise up and heard the saying that there's someone else
two of you,
that looks like you?
two of you,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Donna.
Yeah.
And I was born by myself, I think, right? And I don't know of having a twin, but it's not only about me. Like you spoke about Jamie Foxx and all of the other
Yeah.
people who are cloned. And Jamie Foxx made a movie that they cloned Tyrone. And this is what we were speaking about, because they was like, "Oh, this movie, you might be on to something." Because, after he made this movie, they targeted him because he knows. So
They
I
were
think
saying
Can I?
Diddy. They were saying Diddy set him up. That Diddy wanted him dead. and it's a lot of stuff surrounding that. Um, like I said, that's what they're
That's
allegedly saying, that Diddy set him up, and Diddy tried to kill him or something like that because
See,
he wanted him dead.
what people
but
did.
you're going to Diddy, I'm looking at him like, okay, he does look different, but when you go through a sickness and you lose a lot of weight,
It no, it's not him. That's what I'm trying to explain. So you're saying Diddy, P Diddy Puffy?
That's what they're saying, because he knew so much.
just
He
saying
knew too
So
much because he
there's
used to be around him a lot. He knew too much about him.
they're saying that it's
So that's
alleged.
they threatened me already. They said, "Oh, because to know those things, you soon dead, whatsoever, right?" But listen to me. I don't study that. I'm a Rastafarian. My God is ever living. So the thing is that okay, you have a Diddy most planet, and as you say, Diddy, we speaking about. I'm gonna go into Diddy's artist Biggie, right?
Mhm.
That is not Biggie. Okay, the lyrics that person is stating in his music is against Biggie, is whatever they did to Biggie and his mother and his daughter. And I just came to the conclusion because I'm looking and I'm saying, my goodness God, I was thinking that Biggie was rhyming towards me and my situation and my family and my daughter. And I'm like, wow, Biggie is a victim just like me. It is not Biggie. Look at the person. And then
Donna,
born in.
But isn't
Hmm.
Biggie? But wait a minute, isn't Biggie dead? Because you're saying
Biggie
look
is
at
not
the
dead.
person, but he's dead. We can't. We don't
Listen,
have anyone to. There's no
they just had
one.
a tribute to Biggie, right here in Supreme Court, Brooklyn, right? When was it? Yesterday, I put it on my Facebook page, so I was there, right? Biggie is it's a what you call a slave organ trade. What they did, they took our money and they had us entrapped in medical facilities, and like they'll stage an accident and then you hear Biggie met in an accident. I'm just using an example because he did meet in an accident one time. Maybe it was him or maybe it was someone else, or they been had Biggie. Okay, so the thing is that they'll stage an accident, you'll get hurt and have to go to the hospital, and then they'll hold you in captivity. Okay, so that's not Biggie. They're sharing the wealth. Okay, so they have a thing wherein that it's an organ, it's a organ trade. Okay, there's a slave organ trade going on. So this is what they share the wealth. So it's they collect, they just cut people's hearts out. So when they say I heart New York, they really mean your eye and they really mean your heart of New Yorkers. So that
So what
that
they're doing, organ sacrifices, you're saying?
Yes, that's what it is. And
Am I?
and as you can see, I mean, those statistics do not lie. Okay,
Wait a
so you
minute.
can see
Wait.
the number. The
One moment. Am I the only one hearing this noise?
No, I'm hearing it too.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
someone tapping
because
it?
that's
Is
that's
that
the thing. That's the thing that I don't like either because that's what I was telling someone. You see the frequency that I was telling you, I think too. That sound that you think is a bad connection
uh-huh.
is a frequency, right? That your brain copies. And whatever that frequency is, if it's a sleep frequency, then your brain will copy it and then you'll be programmed for sleep. So
Okay.
you'll go to sleep.
Don-
So it's not always a bad connection.
Donna,
Okay, so this is what I'm trying. Yeah,
can I ask you a question?
sure.
Because I believe you're what they call seer, SEER. Um, do you believe or ever thought of like how you we move amongst each other on the street and we can see each other on the street? Do you believe there are invisible people moving among each other, among themselves? to our society. Invisible people.
Moving. Yeah, because that's I was just speaking of the other plane that is just pure energy on that plane. That those are dead people, and their energy they haven't be they're not reincarnated into another human form. So that energy is amongst us. So when you say, yeah, it's invisible because we're not going to be able to see that person because that energy is not reincarnated into human form.
I hear that sound when Donna speaks, lady.
Say that again.
Yeah, because
I hear the sound when Donna is talking.
Yeah, it stopped now.
Yeah, when she's talking, I hear it.
I mean, they'll do it. It sounds funny, and I'm not saying every time that it comes on that it's always directed towards me, but yes, that's what they do. It's not only with you; it's with everyone. So I'll tell them. I'm saying if it's not you and that sound that you're hearing, this is what I'm speaking about. It's a frequency thing. So when you do that frequency science and the brain copies that frequency, and if it's a sleep frequency, you're gonna go to sleep. If it's an anxiety frequency, then that's what you're gonna display as anxiety. And
One,
whatever it is, right. So
one more question, Donna.
mhm.
At any given time, your eyes are closed during meditation, or just closing your eyes and you can see images.
Well, if I ever experience that,
Yeah.
well, not really. I mean, like maybe if I'm sleeping and I have a dream, but I don't really see like images if I just if I'm talking to you right now and I close my eyes, I'm not going to see images or anything like that. Do you experience anything like that?
For the past 5 years.
Okay.
Oh, so you close your eyes, the respecter, and you see images.
I see
That's just
images.
your imagination.
No.
Things-
At any given time, I
uh,
close my eyes, I see images.
images of
Sometimes it's a beautiful images where people dressed in full white, just all white. Sometimes it's flowers, dresses,
How
and
we
all.
answer?
It's different situation.
How we answer?
Now straight up.
You
So
sure them
I
never switch you too?
no. You what? On a serious note, hear what I got out of that, because not everything that comes to me I share with people because people not gonna understand.
yes.
Right.
So what I got out of this is the afterworld
Mhm.
is not what man laid it out to be. I have the full belief in me that when we leave this world, you're gonna meet up with every bloodline family member from day one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe about this judgment day thing and the afterlife. You're gonna be able to see every family member from day one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a celebration. It's not what people made it out to be.
That's that's why they put on my mother's what you call it, the obituary, saying that the celebration of life.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Mexicans do it a lot. My grandbaby did a wonderful one and sent to us. The celebration of life.
Mhm.
What they call it again? Oh my God.
That show, right? With the boy and his
And I keep
grandparent.
about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Mhm.
So that's interested the respecter. That's interesting on
Yeah.
your view on that. Um
That-
yeah, I don't close my eyes and see anything. I went on my
mhm.
meditation. I just
Uh,
free my mind
Yeah,
and
I see shadows. I don't see no what do you call it? No visionary thing. I see shadows.
The shadow you're
And I
seeing is your
close my
booty.
eyes. Ah,
The shadow you saw is your booty.
oh Yeah,
But
you're on
Jamie,
a roll. You're on a roll this evening, huh?
you are too hot. Let me tell you, the Jamie Foxx does look a little off, which I feel
Yes, he's off.
Yeah.
It's not a little. He's
because
But
off.
it looked like he lost weight. That's what it
He's
looks
off.
like to me. Like somebody coming out of a sickness.
Yes, he's too
but you know
calm.
the his head looked funny.
No, Donna is right. Remember we talked about it, Lady D,
All of us
that that
got
Donna was right on target.
all of us is gonna start seeing things now, because since because honestly, when I was looking at it, I said, but wait, yes, him
Mhm.
lose weight and stuff, but
Mhm.
his whole head and his whole demeanor was
Yeah.
looking a little different. So I said, let me get Donna out of my head because Donna's let me see everybody as a suspect.
Yeah, Donna told us that a couple weeks before that happened.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I said I have to get Donna out of my head because Donna having me look at everybody as suspect. Now, when I'm on the
Yeah,
road, I'm looking
it's
at these people and I'm saying, "Are you an alien? Are you an alien?"
because the thing is that's why they try to have a defense, just like what when we were speaking about the narcissist, right? When they find out that you're on to them, then they want to say, oh, who are you? Are you an alien? They'll try to switch it around and things like that,
Yep.
because no one ever knew that we're plugged into the matrix, as you always would say, lady.
Yeah.
You always say, are we plugged? And we are plugged into the matrix. If I had some others, I would show you how much we're plugged into the matrix, because I have the evidence. So pretty much there's nothing that you can't dispute what I'm saying, because all you have to do is just, and you're gonna be stunned after you see what's going on. I mean, you're arresting me for what?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't know, oh, you rob me, and then you have this position, or some of you are not even police officers. You're not even law enforcement,
You know,
but you have the police uniforms and the badges and all sorts of things.
okay. Now
And
you
then you
know.
get into my stuff.
Yeah, go
Mhm, go
ahead. Go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Complete your thought, and then I'll say something.
Yeah, so then they come and they harass me because you robbed me. Okay, so no one would believe. So, pretty much like I said, oh, that is not us. No one would believe. So then I said, okay, so then look, one biggie is born in May and the other biggie is born in June. You can't be born in May and June. Either you can't be a Taurus and a Gemini. You either a Gemini or you a Taurus. So who is that one with the cock eye and all of that? That is not Biggie. Okay, so we
Oh,
did, and I'm
they
there, and
had
I'm
two
against Biggie.
they had
Hmm?
two separate date of birth for Biggie.
Yes, one is in May. You can probably look this up. One is in May, and one is in June.
Okay. All right. Oh,
Okay.
well, that's deep. That's deep. It's 9:57. We're still gonna have to jump up out the air chair. But we're gonna continue. I want to continue. Well, I think we all want to continue this next week. And why? I wanted to talk a little bit about a disc. And this is some homework maybe for all of us to do. A couple of years, not couple, but let's say maybe about 8, 9 years ago, we had myself and a sister of mine, Debbie, was sitting and we were reasoning on just life and life forces and energies, and we were reasoning on the Bible and ancient stuff. And when I saw this ad that came down, when I saw this story rather that came down on the scientist whom said that he found whatever that came out of space. Well, I was remembering that myself and Debbie was having a similar conversation in regards to a disc that back in the
Mhm.
1700s, and this is why I've always said I do feel that there is extraterrestrials out there, another form of life
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
is out there. And when we came into the discussion, she brought to my attention and said, "You remember, back in the 1800s, there was a disc
Mhm.
that was found on Earth,
Mhm.
and some old, geologists, they were digging up and excavating land."
Mhm.
And when
Mm-hmm.
in the process of doing the back in the 1800s, they discovered a disc,
Mm-hmm.
and the disc is almost like a compass. If anyone know what a compass look like,
Uh,
so
Yeah.
when and the compass had given them directions. It was like
Right.
it was listing like directions or something on how to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So they had diagrams that look like Earth. So when
Mm-hmm.
we started flying and going out to space, it is alleged or it is recorded that they used they used this disc, this compass,
Mm-hmm.
and the directions that was given on the disc, the compass, was the direction to Earth. And they had to have certain type of measurements and things because
Mm-hmm.
Earth is a moving life. It
Mm-hmm.
moves. So they had to get specific coordinations, specific things in regards to Earth to land on Earth.
Right.
So I want to research a little bit more of it. And I was talking to Debbie a little bit earlier today because I brought it when I thought about it. I called her and I said, "You remember we was reasoning and you were telling me about this." So she got into a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more with me, and she possibly may come on next week with us and and talk to us about this particular disc that was found in the 17, and that is what we've been using here on Earth to give directions on going into
Right.
space.
The GPS, that's them. They
Yeah,
created the GPS, so pretty much
yeah.
they have Earth
Based off
mapped
of
out.
that, based off of
And
that
then,
disc. Hmm.
right, and the thing is that you have a disc-shaped planet called the Taurus. Okay, so it's like they're trying to move people from Earth to the Taurus. Okay, so do you see how they try to eliminate CDs and DVDs as soon as we gain some insight about this invasion? So why did you take? I mean, it just came out. So why would you get rid of the DVDs and the CDs so quickly? Because you know that we're on to something. So when you say that they found a disc, think about the disc shape of of a CD and a DVD. And why did you just created it? So why did you you just pretty much like
No,
you
and
killed.
what she's saying is like the disc is was in shape of like a compass. It wasn't like the disc like a CD disc. It was
No,
it was
okay,
similar to a compass,
like
and
a compass, right?
um it had latitudes, and it had all type of numbers
Okay,
and
right.
direction on how we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it next week because it's 10:02. We're gonna have
That's
to close out,
GPS.
and I'm trying to see if I can get Debbie on it. But that's some type of homework that some of us can do, and maybe to check on compass. You know, the how did compass come about? What is the story back in the 1800s as to the compass that was discovered, and what and being aid into us being able to fly out into space, coordinates and all of those things. So I think we're going to get back to that. So we're going to get ready to we have to get out of here. Did Queen or the respect to you had anything else to say in regards
no,
to
no, I don't. Mm-mm. You
Keep
okay?
guys just
Jamaica.
have a safe night. Remember, you are to press that thumb up, share, subscribe to our channel. Have a blessed and safe weekend.
The respecter.
Mhm.
Yeah, let us keep each other in prayer and continue to big up Jamaica and Jamaicans, and enough love to each and every one of you.
And Donna, since you're on the line with us, you want to say a quick goodbye to our listeners until next
Yeah,
week.
well, everyone, you have a great night and a great weekend. And, I'll see you guys or speak with you guys next week, Thursday.
All right. And I also want to just thank everyone. I want to thank Donna for calling in because Donna always call in and give us insights in, but we're going to dig a little bit into this other life thing, and we're going to go through some of
You
these
see?
articles and stuff
No
like
one
that.
believes me, and I leave them stunned. Okay, because these are facts, undisputed facts, and it just took me to come out. You came and drove me out of my house. Okay, because listen, I didn't. You came and interfered with me. So then I had to, yeah. So then I had to let it be known, and then you keep following. Not even the Kennedys, not even the Kennedys get more attention than Donna Moody. Now, why? Why is that? Okay, so
Well,
listen, I got
we're gonna talk
people
a little
too.
bit more about
Okay,
Donna's insight
I,
and Donna's some of
I,
Donna's encounters with
wow.
terrestrials or with just the information and government in regards to what's
This
going
is
on with the
what they say. They say, "Oh, you soon dead, man." I said, "All right, whatever."
all
You
right,
see what
well,
I'm saying? So you
me not
just
ready
let
for dead, so if that never threaten you, make me move first.
yeah, listen. So this is what they said. They said, "Don't worry." She said, "Because nobody can, because no one knows, and you've been playing this all along."
All right,
Okay, so you
well, we
have
gotta talk about
all
it.
of us is not us,
We gotta talk
so we
about
just
it, Donna.
work for them to take it
We
and
have to
spend
go,
it.
but we gotta talk
Okay,
about
no
it.
problem.
We're gonna talk
Mhm.
about it. We
Where
definitely.
is my daughter? Wow, my daughter's a wealthy child, born a
Well,
wealthy child.
with your daughter
Where's my
thing,
daughter? Mhm.
I can never understand that. But
Mhm. Yeah, because
yeah.
they arrested me for over a year. This is what you have to understand. I wanted to say it real quick. They arrested me for over a year from 2008 until 2009. The narcissist who is spreading all of these disinformation about me, he has to let you know what they did because no one doesn't know. They arrested me for over a year just purposely to ruin my daughter because she was graduating as an A student from Maxwell High School. Okay, so the thing is that is what the narcissist did because he's sharing my daughter's wealth. We're not the only victims.
All
It's
right.
a
Well,
lot of other people.
we're gonna talk a little
Right.
bit more about all of
Okay.
those things next week.
That's why.
So we just want to thank each and everyone once again for tuning in.
Uh,
Share the link. Please go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, get notified. Tell a friend and a friend and a family member that we are here. And yeah, we soon become the Ghostbusters of the internet, right? So definitely just share, share, share. Be sure to join me this Saturday because it's all about Jamaica. It's all about emancipation. It's all about independence. We're going to be touching our festival songs. We're going to be sharing points, all of that, everything, all of them stuff. It's all
it's
about
all about
Jamaica
Jamaica.
and Jamaica
It is.
independence this Saturday, 12 to 4 p.m. with yours truly, Lady D. We even have a poet that wrote a fantabulous poem in regards to Jamaica. We're going to showcase the winner of the festival songs. And we're going to just showcase, it might be about 3 of those new festival songs. We're going to touch our old festival songs and all of these things. This is the land of my birth and all of these things. Yes, some cherry old ladies and all of that on the Lady D show. But as we leave out, we are the new Ghostbusters of the internet. Love you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, we are what? Ghostbusters.
Something strange.
Hey,
Eh?
neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. It's Ghostbusters. I really enjoyed you all. Ciao, ciao. I'll talk to you all next week. Same place, same time, and same station.
You're in tune to the Powerhouse Radio, linking the world to the Caribbean.
I said these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize to let the sun shine throughout every day.